Chapter 12, Section 4, What is friction? This is pages 254 through 255. Our target or objective is that I can describe friction as a force that opposes motion, so I can explain why objects in motion tend to slow down. This should also include looking at objects and describing what type of friction is acting upon them. The key term for this section is friction. Friction is a force that opposes the motion of an object. Forces in motion. To stop a moving object, a force must act in the direction opposite to the direction of motion. If you give your book a push across your desk, the book will move. The force of the push will move the book. As the book slides across the desk, it slows down and stops moving. Observe. Give your textbook a slight push across your desk. What must you do to keep it moving? Friction. A force that opposes the motion of an object is called friction. Look at figure 12-14. At first, the book is at rest. A push, F, causes the book to start sliding across the desk. As the book slides across the desk, the force of friction, F, acts in the opposite direction. The friction slows the motion of the book. Finally, the book is once again at rest. Define. What is friction? Types of friction. There are different types of friction. The book sliding across the desk has static friction. This force must be overcome to start the book moving. A book moving across the desk is an example of sliding friction. As the book slides across the desk, the bottom of the book touching the desk. The source of friction is the contact between the surface of the book and the desk. Air resistance is a type of friction. As an object falls through the air resistance pushes up on the object. When you ride a bicycle, the contact between the tires and the road is an example of rolling friction. I will also include, when moving through air or liquid, we consider this fluid friction. So air resistance is a type of fluid friction. Part 3, state. When does friction occur? Useful friction. On Earth, friction makes motion possible. When you ride a bicycle, the friction between the road and the bicycle wheels is necessary to keep the bicycle in motion. Without the friction, you would not be able to stop the bicycle. You would not be able to climb a rope, throw a ball, or even walk down the street. Pencils would not work, and kites, birds, and airplanes would not be able to fly. As you can see, life without friction would be very difficult. Part 4, list. Name several activities that would not be possible without friction. Harmful friction. Sometimes friction is not helpful. For example, think about trying to ski down a hill covered in grass instead of snow. As you might be able to do it, but friction between the grass and the skis would make it slow, bumpy ride. Unwanted friction can also be found in the machines and engines. Many machines have moving metal parts that touch. The rubbing together of these parts produces heat and can cause the parts to wear out. Part 5, explain. Why is it sometimes useful to reduce friction? That is the end of section 12.4.